Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pinky, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that Microstrategy is saying it may sell up to $1 billion in stock to invest in Bitcoin. They're getting crazy about Bitcoin. The second news is all about that Tudor Jones could go all in on inflation rates and wants to put 5% of his portfolio into Bitcoin. And the third news is all about that is DeFi technology easy enough to adopt to non-finance industries. It's important because DeFi is getting bigger and bigger, mainly focusing on finance, but how can we use it in other areas as well? So guys, all this in today's video. And if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, then here we go. What are you waiting for? Because I'm bringing you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news every weekday. So from Monday to Friday, I keep you up to date. The only thing you have to know is to subscribe to this YouTube channel, then click on the notification bell, and then click all. That's it. And yes, there are lots of useful information under this video. Check out the links, for instance, a free course, how to start to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Check that out. And now let's move on to the market and see how that looks like. Okay, so we can see that Bitcoin is right now at 39,964, just under 40,000, but we were already above 40,000 US dollar. Then we have Ethereum. Right now Bitcoin is 1% down in 24 hours. $2,580 Ethereum, it's 1% up. When we're looking at the winners, we see AMP 23% up, Polkadot going up 11%, Matic going up 10%, and I'm going to sneeze in a second. Sorry guys, that's my allergy, and I rather put that logo on the screen that you see me sneezing. Okay, so back to the business. Where was I? Here we go. So we have seen the winners. There are some winners. When we're looking at the losers, we have Leo 16% down, but then there's Graph 6% down, Crypto.com 5% down, and basically, rather winners than losers today. And when we're looking at the candlestick chart, then we can see here on the daily, look at this. So we had, first of all, this trend line. This was the bearish way. You know, it was like a downtrend going down, lower highs we had all the way until here, when it actually changed now at the first time on the 13th of June, and we had a nice long green daily candle going up, breaking this one and going further up. So now, yes, we will see how it works out. We had two green candles after each other. Now we have today one, it's so far red, but I put here this zone between these two lines, and this is actually important in my opinion, because if we little bit zoom out, we can see that we have actually a couple of supports in that area. So it would be very important to break through this 43,000 something line, and that would bring us back to the bullish scenario, because when we break that, we actually would definitely cross the 200-day moving average, which is actually very, very important to stay above it in a bull market. And also after these resistance, it could start to go up and have a nice upturn. So that's what I'm watching right now. This one, it looked great that it went up now for 2 days in a row, but now this would be important if that continues. So we will see. Obviously, there's always an opportunity to this thing turns back. You know, here you can see this support line turning back, and then it just touched it from the bottom. I mean, from You know what I mean. And yes, this green line is a 200-day moving average. That would be very important to cross as well. Okay, it's time to move on to the first news. And the first news is all about that MicroStrategy is saying they probably sell up to $1 billion in stock to buy Bitcoin. So here we go, talk about that. If someone is crazy about Bitcoin from the institutional side, it's definitely MicroStrategy and Microsailor. That's what I wanted to say, because they bought a lot of Bitcoin back in 2020 in August and September. They buying Bitcoin ever since. And now this is the news here that MicroStrategy says it may sell up to $1 billion in stock to buying Bitcoin. So the firm said it intended to use the proceeds from the offering for general corporate purposes, including acquisitions of Bitcoin. So not all of it, but heavily in Bitcoin. The same day, business intelligence from MicroStrategy announced it would use $488 million from the proceeds of private offering sale to buy Bitcoin. The company said it may also sell up to $1 billion of its stock for the same reason, so buying Bitcoin. And this is actually, again, very great. According to the SEC filing, MicroStrategy held 92,079 Bitcoin, roughly 3.7 billion at the time of publication, as of June the 4th, with the company saying today it intended to purchase an addition 488 million in the cryptocurrency. The filing shows MicroStrategy purchased existing holding at an average Bitcoin price of 24,450, meaning that the company has been value of its crypto increased by almost 1.5 billion. Great investment. Should the firm use the entire of the 1 billion proceeds to invest in Bitcoin again, it would add roughly 25,000 coins to its coffers at the current value of 40,150 whenever this article was written, but not long ago. So we can see that MicroStrategy is continuing its strategy, which is invest in crypto, invest mainly in Bitcoin. So yes, they are really getting crazy about it. In a way, taking kind of risk, because to put that much company money in Bitcoin, it's very interesting things. Others are not doing it apart from them. But if everything works out as they plan, they're going to be the huge winners. So we will follow. We will see how it's going, the whole thing. The second news I want to talk about is all about Tudor Jones, who could go all in, say it, on inflation trades and wants to put 5% into Bitcoin. So here we go, the next news. Tudor Jones is another one who is actually worried about inflation, and it's a fan of crypto and Bitcoin, obviously. And here's this article which is saying that Tudor Jones could go all in on inflation trades, wants 5% Bitcoin allocation. And, the U.S. Central Bank's Monetary Policy Committee meets this week in 2 days. Closed-door session to evaluate the latest economic figures, with a statement expected Wednesday, followed by the press conference with Powell. John said he will pay close attention. Why? If they say, so the result from this meetup will be, we are on the path, things are good, then I would just go all in on inflation trades. John said, I would probably buy commodities, buy crypto, buy gold. So when they say everything is okay, that's the point when he starts to worry. John said he likes Bitcoin and sees it as a great way to protect wealth over the long run. He holds it in his portfolio, comparing it to gold. And here it's in a very interesting thread. He's saying the only thing that I know for certain is I want to have 5% in gold, 5% in Bitcoin, 5% in cash, and 5% in commodities. This is what he's saying. So definitely Bitcoin is getting a pretty big share of his portfolio. And we do know that here, when the figures came out, that this inflation is the fastest in the last certain years. So figures definitely look bad and probably will look worse in the future. So clever investors now looking already for some safe havens, because when the bomb hit, it will hit hard, and then they don't want to sit at the side. So probably they buying more heavily gold and Bitcoin and commodities and so on and so forth. So definitely it's not a financial advice from him, but something we should think about. Okay. And the next thing I want to talk about is DeFi technology, because is DeFi technology easy enough to adapt to non-finance industries? Check that out. We know now that one of the hottest topics in crypto right now is DeFi, decentralized finance. But actually, is decentralized finance really designed just for finance, or actually is good for non-finance industries? And this is what this article is discussing. So decentralized finance is far and away the hottest topic in crypto, touted as a way to make a fortune by backing the right token, but also a tool for taking the crypto you were holding in the cold wallet and set it to work, earning interest at extraordinary rates. So you can do a lot of things in DeFi. DeFi is the mostly talked about in terms taking over the banking and the brokerage functions that the big finance thrives on, but the technology can be used to revolutionize many other businesses, from energy to e-commerce. And this is the part I want to talk about today, so not getting into the DeFi kind of thing. So, however, DeFi works for pretty much any data you needed to transfer from one part to another. That can be e-commerce, insurance, digital identity, and even electric power. The possibilities are endless. So really many things you can do with that. And in the most cases, they are fairly simple. And this is very important. Decentralized energy is rising enough interest that it has been given its own nickname, which is DN instead of DeFi, even though it also uses dApps and smart contracts and generally lives on the Ethereum blockchain. Other than removing the middleman, brokers and utilities, the only real difference is kilowatts instead of kilobytes. So, a year ago, a German sustainable energy firm, Lithium, launched its blockchain-based decentralized peer-to-peer energy exchange. So this is an example, which lets individuals, consumers choose exactly which source to buy their energy from, inexpensive or green or local power producer, whatever they choose. So they can choose where they're buying their energy from. So this is one thing. This was an example of for using this kind of DeFi system, having DN, this is a new name, using it in energy. Also, decentralizing e-commerce. So e-commerce is another field for distribution by DeFi, and one of the companies doing it, Uquid, which is aiming to build a bridge between DeFi and e-commerce. One way it is doing this through its DeFi finance arm, which concentrates on shopper loyalty programs using tokens earned with every sale or purchase. So through a shopper loyalty program, you can earn these things. The side pools in three techniques commonly used in DeFi trading: loaning and mining operations, and adapt them to needs of an e-commerce site. So here we go. Shopping mining is a loyalty program that creates and awards newly mined tokens with every purchase from Uquid's many online stores. So this shopping mining loyalty program goes with every purchase, which offers everything from, you know, video games and music, subscriptions from streaming services like Spotify or Xbox Live, and so on and so forth. This uses one of the FITO native tokens, DeFi Shopping Stake, DSS. Once mined, these tokens are loaded into a smart contract and lets them be used for future purchase from Uquid sites or for staking in the liquidity pools. So basically, you can use them for further shopping, or you can stake them in the liquidity pools and take an advantage on that. So finally, actually there is a third token, but I don't want to get deep into it, but there is here an NFT one. Uquid has recently added a fourth token for this new NFT marketplace, which is NFTD. The non-fungible token are at the heart of a digital products marketplace where they can be used to provide buyers of digital goods clear ownership. So this NFT, because definitely there's a product, it's linked to this NFT, and with this NFT, the owner can prove that he or she is the owner of the product and how he or she purchased it. So interestingly, DeFi is not just about decentralized finance, but this kind of technology can be implemented in many other industries. It's very simple, and actually you can get even more out of it. So definitely DeFi is getting hotter and hotter, and I think there are huge gains probably in the future in the DeFi industry, new projects coming up, new ideas, new areas. So it's worth to keep an eye on DeFi in general, in my opinion. But this is not advice, just an idea. But guys, you know, if you want to keep yourself up to date, which is very, very important, you should learn as much as you can. And for instance, here we go. Here we have Blockchain Bloom, a YouTube channel which brings you every day the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news, so you can stay up to date. You can learn about the newest trends. You can check out the market, how it looks like, and also really, stay up to date. I think this is the best word, the best way to describe it. And the only thing you really have to do, first, if you like this content, smash the like button. I highly appreciate it. And also hit the subscribe button, bell button, and then all. And then you're getting the notifications as soon as a new video is out. And this is very, very, very important, because this is the way to keep yourself up to date. Don't lose out on information. Always get the freshest. And tomorrow, obviously, I'm coming back with the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news. So I wish you an amazing day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.